Hey everyone, this is a quick video for all my would-be sellers that are thinking about pricing their home, trying to figure out how that process works. And also for all you buyers out there that are wondering what the heck your neighbors were thinking or what the heck the seller was thinking pricing their home a certain way. So just wanted to give you a quick rundown so you can see it from our perspective on how we accurately price a property in case you're interested. So for starters, I'm starting off here in the MLS. This is the multiple listing system where all of the properties are listed by realtors. They then get pushed out to places like Zillow, Realtor.com, Trulia, all those other websites. So I start off by going to the tax records. So we'll go here first. The reason I go into the tax records is to pull accurate data on the size of the house and things of that nature. So I'm going to go into my old neighborhood, the neighborhood I was raised in. So it's out in Pflugerville. Let's do Dornach, D-O-R-N-A-C-H, Court. So you can see we've got a couple properties here. So I'm just going to click one at the end and pull this one up. So this one is 800 Dornach Court. It's 1,300 square feet. It's 3 bedrooms and 2 baths. So I'm going to use that, pretending that we're about to put this property on the market and the seller and I are sitting down discussing this together and running these numbers. So then I go over here and I go into our search, residential properties. I want to see everything that's under contract, pending, as in it's under contract right now, active on the market, and anything that's closed. I like to go the past 120 days. Now, we know that we're dealing with a 1-story home, so we want to make sure that that's accurate. We also know that it's a 3-bedroom home, and we know that the square foot was, I believe, 1,328. So we'll go within about 15% of the square footage of that. So that's about 130, 100, and I'd say about 200 in either direction. So let's just go down to 1,000 square feet, and we'll go up to around, we'll say 1,600 square feet. So now we got a pretty accurate depiction of what the property looks like, and we're going to look at all the properties that match that specific property. The last thing that we want to check and be really close and honed in on is the neighborhood. So I'm going to go over to the map. If it wants to load for me, we'll see. There we go. Go into Pflugerville. This one is actually in Windermere, so it's over in this area right here. Piccadilly, Windermere area. So what I'm going to do is I am going to use my map tool to draw around this section. And because I'm pretty familiar with the area, I know that these houses over here across Heather Wild are actually very similar. So I'm going to go ahead and select those as well. And you can see here up in the corner, we have 6 properties that we can use for our data points. So then I'm going to come over here to results. And I am going to, you can see we have 1 active property on Piccadilly. We have 1 pending, so this one's currently under contract. And then we have 4 properties that have sold recently in that area. Now, the 4 properties these ones are going to be really where we want to hone in. So what we would typically do, and for the sake of time, I won't go through this entire process, but what we would do is we'd look at these 4 properties that have sold recently and determine which ones are most similar to the subject property that we're analyzing. So we want to look for finishes. We want to see, does it have carpet? Does it have hardwood floors? Does it have a kitchen remodel? Is it the standard builder grade kitchen, etc.? We're trying to get a good idea of how it compares to the property that we're looking at pricing. So then once we've done that, let's say all 4 of these are pretty similar. Having gone through all the pictures, we'll say, yeah, these are all pretty similar in finishes. So then we can look over here at the price per square foot. So we've got 1 outlier here. So we'll remove that one because that one's priced significantly lower. And then we've got 3 different properties here, and the price per square foot ranged from $230 a square foot up to about $265. So simple as that, what we would do next is we would do a quick CMA to get an idea of the average dollar per square foot. And I'm going to run the math on my calculator. You can see that the average dollar per square foot was $250. So we will do, what was the square footage? 1,328 times $250 per square foot. That would give us an average price of $323,000 for this home. So next time you're wondering how they figured and came up with that number, it's quite likely that they went through a process very similar to this. Typically, I go through this with my sellers so that we're all on the same page and we agree that the price is accurate. And then if I'm representing a buyer, we'll do this as well for any property we're thinking about making an offer on. So I hope that's informative. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions. And of course, if you want a valuation on your property, feel free to reach out. I'll get that over to you. See you soon.